So boys, gloves are off now.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the wildest and most intense scenes in Netflix's summer hit The Perfect Couple. But be warned of major spoilers ahead.
Nay Pratt?
Honey.
What happened to her?
Number 10, the opening theme. One of the most talked about elements of the show isn't its star-studded cast, its storytelling, or its gorgeous scenery. Rather, it's the opening credits. The eye-catching sequence has the cast on the beach showing off their dancing skills to Meghan Trainor's Criminals. It generated a lot of buzz and perhaps divided fans, with some praising the creativity and satirical humor, but others calling it ludicrous and a little weird. Most of the cast weren't on board either, complaining about how out of place it felt, and even reportedly forming a protest WhatsApp group. Liev Schreiber is said to have been the only cast member excited for the choreography, which isn't surprising.
I loved it.
He knew every single step.
I worked so hard.
He was so prepared.
After all, what's a little dance number for the great Ray Donovan? Number 9, Flashback. While some eagle-eyed viewers spotted Merritt wearing Tag's $18,000 bracelet during her maid of honor speech, their affair is confirmed in the second episode.
It can't just end because you love him?
Against a backdrop of fireworks, Amelia is astounded to learn that not only had Merritt been having a relationship with Tag, but she was also pregnant with his child.
You're pregnant.
Yeah.
Emotions run high as she angrily reacts to the news, and Merritt seeks comfort and reassurance.
Listen to me for 2 seconds. I didn't plan this. Oh, which part?
This pregnancy is of course the linchpin of the series and the motive behind Merritt's murder, so it's a pretty crucial moment. The scene ends with Amelia alone on the beach, left to process what she doesn't know will be her last conversation with her best friend. Number 8, People magazine interview. Greer Garrison Winbury is the author of 29 murder mystery novels featuring protagonists Dash and Dolly, who are inspired by her ostensibly perfect marriage to Tag.
I mean, we have teamwork.
Yes.
Teamwork, absolutely.
And when the pair sit for an interview with People magazine to promote the latest of those novels, they gush on their marriage. It's all smiles and songs until Greer's family comes up, however, and the tone immediately darkens.
You don't normally talk about your family.
Well, that's because I went to boarding school when I was 5.
This scene may not be as outwardly crazy as some of the others on this list, but its power in its subtlety as viewers are warned that there are secrets just itching to be revealed. And let's not forget all those helpful marriage tips. Don't compare your spouse to a horse, don't talk about your sex life, and definitely don't call your children inbred.
This one is up at dawn.
Okay.
At dawn,
that's enough.
making notes in her little pad and feeding inbred children.
Number 7, Let Them Eat Cake. At this point in the show, it's fairly obvious Benji and Amelia aren't getting married anytime soon, so Thomas and Abby decide to make an afternoon snack out of their wedding cake. A move which doesn't quite sit right with Benji.
What are you doing?
We're hungry.
He tries to ask them to return the cake, but not surprisingly, gets nowhere. He then chases Thomas around the kitchen table for a couple of laps before, well, feeding him a lot of the cake.
You wanna eat the f***ing cake, huh? You wanna eat the f***ing cake? Huh? You wanna eat it?
The brothers get into a good old-fashioned cake fight before Abby's vintage dress saves the day. The scene is amusing enough with squeaky voices and saucy spoon licking, but it does leave viewers wondering, was there really nothing else to eat in that entire mansion?
He started it.
Debatable.
Number 6, Help Me. It's the morning of Benji and Amelia's wedding, and Summerland begins to stir. Greer is going through her morning skincare routine, Tag is in his office doing what he does best, and Amelia is trying on her wedding dress when she spots something on the beach. She goes down to the water's edge in her wedding dress to check it out, and her screams pierce the air as she discovers Merritt's body. This is the series' first truly intense moment as it goes from a romantic wedding to a summer murder mystery. And it's the catalyst for all of the craziness and drama to come. Number 5. Doritos and NDAs. About halfway through the series, the family comes together for a pivotal meal. It starts out amicably enough with conversations about hotels, Greer's books, wine, and Doritos.
People love Doritos.
They do.
I love Doritos.
She does.
No, I mean, I did when I could still taste them.
But Amelia, still fuming over having to sign an NDA and not getting straight answers from Benji, decides to confront the entire family.
Why do you ask people to sign NDAs?
Beg your pardon?
The room grows quiet as Tag and Greer attempt to explain and deflect, but Amelia persists. Thomas, enjoying the drama, lets slip that Tag had an affair with Will's former French tutor May Pratt and bribed her into silence after she attempted to take her own life.
And that's why you never saw her again.
He doesn't know what he's talking about, William.
An enraged Will storms off, leaving the rest of the not-so-happy family to awkwardly pick up the pieces. Maybe some Cool Ranch Doritos could have helped ease the tension.
I do love Chablis. I mean, I think I prefer Italian whites, but whatever.
Number 4. The book launch from hell. Greer had high hopes for the launch of her Dash and Dolly swan song Death in Dubai. Unfortunately, fate had other ideas.
Settle in, everyone.
The first obstacle is the appearance of Broderick Graham, man of mystery and presumably bad guy. Again, you can cut the tension with a knife as he slinks toward her like the Grim Reaper before being escorted out by security.
More alliance than allegiance. Roger, we need a little help down here. Just someone's... come on. Thank you. Thank you, Roger.
Send security in now.
Things quiet down for just a moment before the return of a predictably drunk Tag from the police station and looking for some payback.
It isn't a party until someone crashes, right, darling?
He commandeers the stage and launches into a tirade that includes some pretty salacious tidbits and maybe the world's most awkward Rickroll.
Because I'm never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
He then tumbles off the stage just as the balloons fall. Cue the marching band.
Very much.
Number 3. Meet Not Cute. Greer returns from the police station with Broderick to find Tag practicing a damage control speech so everything can go back to the way it was. Instead, Greer decides she's had enough and things need to change.
No, it's not going to go back to the way it was. I'm not going back to the way I was because, really, I've been living a lie, haven't I?
So she tells everyone the story of how she and Tag first met, and not that fairy tale about meeting at an art gallery opening.
We met in a bar.
What are you doing?
It turns out Greer had been a high-end escort and Tag a repeat client. Nicole Kidman's stellar delivery leaves the Winbury boys in shock and has us picking our jaws up off the floor.
I was an escort.
A very high-end
I
escort.
had sex with men for money. My brother organized the clientele, and your father was one of those men.
The scene also finally dispels the fictitious idea that Tag and Greer are the perfect couple, or anything even remotely close. Here's hoping Greer's next book has more juicy details.
Whew. That feels better.
Number 2. Her Brother's Keeper. Halfway through the final episode, police believe they know exactly what happened. Greer and Shooter gave Broderick $300,000 as payment to kill Merritt.
Well, that was a gift.
Okay, why would anyone gift you $300,000?
Because I asked very nicely.
They're so confident in this theory that they basically throw out the rulebook and interrogate Greer and Broderick at the same time with no lawyers. The interrogation goes around in circles until Greer hears that Shooter has been brought in and reveals the truth. Broderick is her brother, and the $300,000 was a loan to pay off his gambling debts.
This is the reason. It's as simple as that. So there it is.
The police can only look dumbfounded as their brilliant theory is eviscerated and it's back to square one. This scene gets an F in police work, but an A for entertainment value.
I did not see that coming.
Neither did I.
Nope.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Villain Unmasked. As the show barreled to its conclusion, the identity of Merritt's killer was the final secret. It wasn't Greer, Broderick, or Tag. It certainly wasn't Colonel Mustard in the library with the candlestick. In fact, it was Abby.
So, did you know that Isabel Nullet loaned Thomas money?
I knew that he was managing her investments, but...
Thomas's very pregnant and often sardonic wife. She drugged Merritt using a pentobarbital pill and drowned her in the ocean with an almost blank look on her face. Ironically, her husband helped reveal the motive, keeping Merritt from giving birth and delaying the Winbury Trust Fund payout by 18 years.
So it was all about money.
Abby is arrested and dragged off kicking and screaming, while the rest of the family just watches.
Tom, do something for once in your life! You can decide at any time.
Despite an excellent performance from Dakota Fanning, however, it was an ending that received mixed reviews from fans. Which of these scenes were your favorite? What other memorable moments from The Perfect Couple should have made the list? Let us know in the comments below.
Kill someone and get away with it, Rich.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.